Recording in progress.
Hello, guys. So, welcome to our second discussion for general histopathology is accessioning and grossing. So, before tackling the steps on our preservation of um, preserve examination of preserved tissue specimen, dito muna tayo, okay? So, what are we going to do today? So, what is accessioning? Hindi ko alam kung bago yung term na yan sa inyo, and grossing. Materials used by usually the pathologists in a grossing area. What are the general principles they apply on grossing and the different safety considerations? Right. So, for our study, for your research activity one, right, you have discovered the different materials in histopathology. There were tissue processors, tissue embedding. Basically, what you could see in the image is the overview of an automated way of processing your tissues, from tissues being excised by the dermatologist or the surgeon. Cutting it into smaller pieces is actually the grossing, no? So, yan ang malalaman natin. Ma'am, what about the accessioning? Okay. So, pag-aaralan natin yan. So, meron tayong after that, putting it in a cassette, tissue cassette, you will you will process it into batches, no? For tissue processors. Yeah. So, we have two types of tissue processor. The tissue type and the fluid type. Yan, ito yung fluid type, no? So, tapos ito na yung andito na yung fixation, dehydration, clearing, infiltration. I don't think infiltration is here. No, infiltration is not there. No, we have tissue embedding. Now you have made a tissue block. Microtomy, where you cut your tissue sections. Flotation bath, where you remove the wrinkles of your tissue ribbons. Now you could place it on a slide, and you could process it all together through other tests, through other states. So, yan yung overview, no? So, ang tanong, no? Dahil na tayo sa exciting part. So, have received a breast, so if you have received, if you ever receive a breast tissue from the operation room in the reception of the laboratory. So, what's next? Yan. So, these are very crucial, no? Usually, medtech, ayaw ng mga medtech sa reception, because this is where you interact with the patients, and this is where you will interact with the specimen, no? And sabi nga, the reception area should be like the eye of the needle, no? Dapat walang mistakes dito, no? So, ma'am, at saka dito ang pinaka-prone ng mistakes. Okay? So, sana every time na dumarating ang isang specimen for the pathology laboratory, yung mga discuss natin, yung mga biopsies, mga remnants of abortion, mga polyps, um, thyroid, no? They would always come with a properly filled up surgical pathology request. Okay? So, depending on the depending on the requirement of the hospital, no? So, it should comes with a name, demographic ng name. Then, ilagay nyo na yung demographics. When you say demographic, the name, the gender, the birthday, the address, no? There should be the number of specimen, the time received. Actually, meron pa nga dito, gusto ko to. The type of tissue, the site, the time the tissue is removed, the time that the tissue is placed in a fixative. No? Ang ganda nito. Because we want as much as possible that the specimen will be after it has lost blood, there will be ischemia. So, sana, ma-fix agad yung sample. Kasi pag there is losing blood supply, wala nang blood supply yung organ, no, it begins putrefaction and autolysis. So, the process of fixing it ASAP will prevent those, no? Ang ganda. To remove that pre-analytical variable, no? So, what else? No, the name of the physician, the clinical data, so description of what has been received, the imaging findings or from the radiology department, the pre-operative diagnosis. Yan. So when I was operated, my pre-operative diagnosis was goiter. No, ano yung reason kung bakit ka na-operahan? If there is a previous cytology and histopathology, very good. No. And what was the diagnosis after the operation? That's the post-operative diagnosis. Okay? Ayun. So, iba't iba, no? Iba't iba sila ng way of doing your surgical pathology request. Depende sa SOP ng hospital, no? Pero kopyahin natin yung magaganda sa kanila, no? Maganda to, specimen information, very precise. No, here, I like that directions for sending in the histopathology lab, no? There's a direction so that everyone will be informed because sometimes it's not just the medical technology who puts fixative, no? Malagay lang nila ng fixative, okay na tayo. Okay. So, once it's been received in the laboratory, no, makikita niya yung mga specimen. If it's in a biopsy, it could be as small as this. Parang ano lang, lalagyan ng urine, no? Or it could be large as this, no? Nasa timba, nasa kung ano-anong lalagyan, no? As long as it's clean. So, observe the amount of fixative that's in the specimen to make sure that it's filled. So most of the time in the histopathology lab is we fix first actually before we label, no? Because we're trying to remove the the ischemia part, no? Yung degradation part, tinatanggal natin yung pre-analytical factor na yun. So here, yan, since it's just a biopsy, it seems like, just looking at it, it's really filled up with fixative. And in this one, no, some areas are not submerged in fixative. So our role is to add more fixative, no? The fixative ratio is 20 times the tissue, no? 20:1, no? So, tasa natin, no? Paano ba yan? One volume of the tissue is to 20 volumes of the fixative. Example, um, isang tabo yung fixative. Bukang isang tabo kalaki yung tissue, no? Lagyan mo ng 920 na tabo ng ng formalin. Ganun, 20 times. So, yan, it should be filled up, no, slightly above the rim of the tissue. Alright. So, first muna tayo is the accessioning, no? So, this is the first step. So, upfront, no, this happens in the front desk of the laboratory. So, on the reception area, um, of any incoming specimen, no? The challenge of histopathology, kung malaki yung hospital nyo, you could be accepting, um, specimen outside the hospital. You could be accepting specimen directly from your OR. Um, some pathologists are accepting referral, no? May nagpapa-refer sa kanila, so ang dadalhin sa kanila, blocks lang or slides that were already processed, no? So just follow me. Okay. So upfront handling of the incoming specimen, of course, verify the patient specimen and information, no? Naku, ang boring nito, no? Pero talagang sobrang halaga. Label the specimen securely, affix it, affix in the specimen container. No, the label, if it's a barcode or a masking tape, no, sana it's well labeled, no, and it's not no portions of it are erased, no. Yung dikit, dikit na dikit, no, it's in the body of the specimen container. Yan, better kung yung specimen container ay may label na ano. Number three, the patient and specimen data in the laboratory information system. So, we input the specimen data in the information system and we assign a unique histopathology code. So, may accession number, no? May unique code ang na-receive na specimen sa histopathology lab, no? And after accessioning, no, approve naman, hindi siya na-reject, complete ang nag-match yung specimen data from the pathology request report and the patient demographics and so on, no. No, it pwede na pumasok sa histopathology lab, no. So store it where it is properly stored. Yan. So, criteria for rejection, no? So, please, you could screenshot nyo na lang, no? Madali lang naman siguro intindihin. Incompletely filled up surgical pathology request or histopathological request. Whatever is the name, no? Kung ano mang pangalan ng pinapangalan dyan ng hospital, no? There is a disparity between the entries on the request form and the label or number of containers. So if in the request form filled up by the OR nurses, tatlo yung containers, dapat tatlo rin yung ma-receive natin, no? Guys, pantayan natin dun. Example, for effusions, 3 bottles, 5 bottles yung naka-indicate, so 5 bottles rin dapat ang ma-receive natin, no? We reject it when it's not yet complete. Hindi muna natin ipapasok sa laboratory. Sasabihin nila, to follow po yung dalawa. Okay po. Hindi pa po namin tatanggapin, no? Hindi pa po namin ipapasok until it's complete. No? Samples were received in a normal saline. No? So, fix it immediately. Samples received without billing or with wrong billing. No, the reality is it needs to be paid. No, especially if it's outpatient department. No, dapat bayad na. No previous reports or details of slide numbers provided for slides. For incoming review, the slides were broken, no? Kung magpapa-referral sila sa pato natin, ganyan. So, the details should be complete. So, dapat hindi broken yung slides. Blocks are not in good condition or mislabeled. No, double check natin. Okay. So, now, what is grossing? No? Um, grossing, eh, initial grossing is done by the medtech in the US, no? In the Philippines, yung mga residenteng pathologists ang gumagawa ng grossing, no? So, grossing is a macroscopic examination and dissection of surgical specimen, no? So, we haven't cut we haven't we cut it into thin portions, no? Pero macroscopically pa lang, no? Macroscopic observation of the tissue, no? As small as 2 to 4 millimeters, no? So it's so important, no? Because and this is a streamline process, no? So dapat yung start natin, no, will yung grossing natin, the correctness of our grossing will affect fixation, handling, whatever, no? So, dapat maganda to. So, ma'am, ano naman pala to eh? ah, pato naman palang gumagawa na to, no? So, kailangan natin silang i-assist, no, during this time. So, a gross description looks like this, no? This is a macroscopic description. So, this was, I'm just sharing, no, just being vulnerable. This was my histopathology result, no? So, I want us to learn from it. Okay, so the specimen consists of the right thyroid lobe with attached isthmus. So yung natanggal sa akin, just the right lobe and the isthmus. With the right lobe measuring 6 by 4 by 3.3 centimeters, revealing a cyst measuring up to 5.5 centimeter in diameter. No? So it is enclosed by a thick thyroid parenchyma. The attached isthmus measures 1.6 to 1 by 1.5 centimeter with a small whitish nodule measuring zero point 0.5 centimeter. The representative sections were taken and they made 3 blocks out of it. No? So, after the whole tissue process, nakita na nila sa microscope at ito ang lumabas. No? The summary is this. Okay, so the thyroid isthmus has a papillary microcarcinoma. The tumor size is small. Maliit naman, no? 0.5 centimeter. Kaya yung cancer ko, it's just micro, no? And the right thyroid lobe has only cyst, no? It's benign. Cystic adenomatous nodule, no? So, bali ganyan ang itsura naman ng result, no? Ng isang histopathological result, no? So, tayo nagtatype po nito, no? Ito, dinidictate sa atin ng pathologist, tayo ang nagsusulat, no? So, observe, there is the clinical diagnosis. I think this is the pre-operative clinical diagnosis. And the type of um, operation performed. Uh, So, what were the specimens submitted? Yung mga gross, histopathological. Ganon, no? So, ang pinag-uusapan natin ngayong umaga yung gross na. No? So, specimens in the laboratory, guys, are placed in these containers, no? They must be open one container at a time to prevent specimen mix-up, no? Parang mga timba yung mga itsura nila, no? In the Philippines, sometimes we use literal timba or old water containers, gallon containers, yung mga malalaki, no? As long as it's clean. So, how long are tissue fixed specimens stored in the laboratory? Yan. Could you search? So, yung mga ganito, no? How long are they stored in the laboratory before you dispose it once you have produced results out of it? No, mamaya pag-usapan natin. Alright. So, what are the things, no? Tingnan niyo yung sa thyroid ko, no? Ano ba yung mga inobserve, 'di ba? The size, 'di ba? The length, the width, the height of the thyroid, the isthmus, no? The location of the lesion, no? Yung ano ko, um, yung microcarcinoma nahanap sa isthmus, no? So, it mentioned the location of the lesion, it's in the isthmus, no? The shape, the architecture, the color, the consistency, if there's the presence of lymph node, ganyan. So, the measurement unit is in millimeter, no? They already take a photo of the specimen, no? And they could analyze it in 3D, no? Mark it down kung ano yung mga kailangan i-process for histopathology or histotechnology. So, yun yung challenge, no, sa mga pathologists, no, that they need to cut cut the sections properly, no? So, to make sure that every part, the important parts, especially the pathological parts, yung may sira, syempre, yung ipa-process for tissue processing, no? Because they need to be smart and wise about it. Kasi ang laki ng tissue, no? Kung abnormal, dapat they need to catch every abnormal part of the organ, no? And put it into the cassette, no? So they need to cut it ng maganda, no? So it could be longitudinal. So once they have cut it, no, especially if it's too long, you could make it into diagonal. No, if there is too much space, no, you could add sponge to secure the specimen in its position. If there is a proper sequence, no, at least hindi na yan gagalaw. Okay? So, ito yung tissue cassette, no, it's already, um, some laboratories has 3D printers of tissue cassette. Yun, may automatic label na A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7. No? Depending on the coding of the laboratory. No? For us, we could write it in pencils or we could add filter paper, write it down on the paper, then write it inside the cassette. Okay, tissue cassette. So, ito po yung papasok sa mga fixative natin and so on. No? So, if it's too small, yan, it could be, it could go through the tissue cassette. There are different types of tissue cassettes with different sizes. No? So, if it's too small that it would go through the holes of the tissue cassette, we can wrap it in filter paper. Yan. When I was working in the laboratory, we used filter paper, no? So, yun, sometimes sa mga polyps, ganun, masyadong maliit kasi niliit literal ng mga kulangot, no? Sometimes it's one piece, sometimes it's five pieces, no? No, kasalanan makalus ng specimen, no? So, we keep it in a filter paper. So, materials used in the grossing room. No? So, observe. What are these? No, observe it. Okay? So, um, tayo po ang nagme-maintain nito. No? Tayo nagme-maintain. No? We make sure everything are clean. No? Paki-observe na lang ha kung anong mga meron dyan. Syempre better kung maganda yung lighting, no? And there's already computer where you could already type the type the results of the grossing. There's a sink nearby where you could wash your hands, no? Paki-note yung mga andyan. Okay. So, dapat kompleto, nililinisan natin yung mga blades, careful tayo, no? Pinapalitan natin or the doctor have complete supply available to their reach. No? Tayo yung assistant nila pag nag-gross sila. Okay? So, do not overload. Make sure that when you close the cassette, no, it's snug, no, kasha yung buong tissue, walang nakabulge or anything, no. We don't want it to overload because the fluid will not go through the tissues well, no. It will not penetrate the tissues well. Ayan. So, based on the image, yan, what can you observe? No, look at it. No, maganda ba? Organized ba? Well labeled ba? Confusing ba? Okay. So, just a few principles for grossing, no? Number one, no mix-up, no. We have a very few participation when it comes to grossing, no? Pero yung pag nag-participate tayo, sobrang halaga. No mix-up, open one container at a time, no? To make sure we are in order, no? Hindi natin pwedeng buksan lahat-lahat, no? So, one organ at a time. Let's gross that. No, once you're done, return it back to the container. Close it. Next container. Ganun po. So the grossing of the specimen can be done either before fixation or following it. It's ideal to gross larger specimen in a fresh state and smaller following fixation, no? Sabi dito, when it's too big, you could gross already before fixation, depending on on what the pathologist will say, no. But sometimes they slice it up. They slice big organs already into smaller pieces, or they slice it in half so that the fixative will penetrate the tissue. No, they will open the organ up. No. So, ayun. So, hindi kasi ma-fix ng maayos kung minsan ang laki-laki ng organ, like uterus, ganyan. Three, properly completed surgical pathology requisition form, no, must be complete. Okay. Specimen label should not be attached to just the lid, no. Any small tissues should be wrapped in gauze or filter paper. No, filter paper na lang. No, mas okay. Under no circumstances should any portion of the specimen be discarded before the case is signed out. No, no throwing out of specimen. No, I'll tell you how long should a specimen stay in the laboratory later. So, non-tissue materials, bullets, implants, foreign bodies should be recorded as it may be essential for medical legal. No, yung bullet at saka bullets, no? Yun, medical legal. How about this one? Breast implant, no? Kailangan pa ba siyang i-gross, no? Depending on the depending on the SOP of the hospital, no? Some things are just for grossing, no? Yung iba hindi na ginogross. If, example, kunyari, amputation of the leg. If the leg or the digits, the toes are healthy, no? No need for grossing, no need for microscopic examination, no? Depending sa SOP nung hospital, sa sinabi nung surgeon, no? These eligible cassettes labels are totally unacceptable, no? So, at first, we will write on our cassettes pencils, no? Because matatanggal yon pag markers ang pinangsulat natin. After nung, nakagawa tayo ng tissue block, doon, pwede na tayo gumawa ng marker. So guys, may ginagamit ang mga pathologists as clues, no? So wag nating gugupitin yung mga suture na nilagay sa OR, no? So yung sa OR, naglagay sila ng mga tali-tali, no? So may mga mahabang tali, long sutures, no? It indicates the lateral area, no? Lateral area of the organ, no? Meaning away from the center. Okay? And the short sutures are means ito yung s- superior part, yung upper part, no? Kunyari, if it's the breast, no? So, if it's a breast, yan, ito po yung lateral area, yung lateral ng breast, no? Outside dito yung lateral, no? Ito yung upper area ng breast, ganyan. So, para may guide yung pathologist, yan. So, the use of sutures. Next is, ito naman sa inking, pathologist na po ang naglalagay nito, no? So, we have grossing inks. They use India ink, no? So, yellow is for anterior, yan, sa harap. Superior, to indicate that the margin, the side of the organ is, the upper side is the blue. Posterior is sa likod, black, and inferior, red. No? So, yun para guide, no? Kung anong part yung tinitingnan nila. Even sa tissue processing, hindi natatanggal yung ink na yan. No? So, red is ano yun? Inferior part. Ayan. Yellow is the anterior part. Ayan, no? So, grossing is good for placing it in the cassette as the guide of the pathologist. And it also assists in the correct placement of the intended surface during microtomy, which is the first surface to meet the microtome blade. No, so during cutting, no, guide rin natin yan. Okay. Um, so the first step of the doctors to find the tumor, to find abnormal parts in the in a big chunk of tumor, ganyan, they do specimen slicing or bread loafing, no? So, naghahanap sila ng mga lesions, no, mga bukol. Kasi pag nakakita sila ng ganon, no, yun yung ilalagay nila sa tissue block. No? Kung wala naman, no, they will just add normal parts in the tissue block. No, they are trying to find the lesions. They are trying to make the tissue manageable, no? So, for it not to dry, you could get tissue paper soaked with formalin. No? So, just a few notes nakuha ko sa kay Raymond Lo et al. No, the most lymph nodes are the most important component of tumor resection because they are essential for prognosis and planning therapeutic options. So do you remember sentinel lymph nodes? Yan. So that's the first lymph node that could be affected by metastasis, yung pinakamalapit na lymph node sa tumor. Yan. So some law said lymph nodes should be received fresh and not immersed in formalin, no, unless the doctor will say so. If the sample is limited, fixation is preferable, no. So if it's only lymph nodes, no, ask the pathologist, should we fix it, no? Pero yeah, usually I think it's always fixed. No, kasi if kung wala yung anatomic pathologist, she's not present, fix it, no? But if they are there, no, you could ask them. So we end here, no? How long do we keep your specimen, no? Depending on the SOP of the hospital, no? Kung gaano karami rin yung dumadating. So in the hospital, we have a morgue for specimens. Yan. So doon namin nilalagay. No, yung mga matatagal ng specimen, yun, dinidispose na kung 1 year old na sila doon. No, we don't dispose specimen immediately. Tissue blocks, how long do we keep them? About around 3 to 10 years, no? As long as the storage allows us to do so. No, slides, forever, indefinite. Surgical and autopsy results, 10 years. Okay? Forensic results, indefinite. Clinical result, 2 years from histopathology. Okay. So, I have a few questions here through our calls, no? Pakisagot, paki-reflect sa bahay, no? I'll see you again, guys. Bye-bye.